Hey guys, it's Ruthie with the Popple Backyard Farm, and I want to show you a project that I decided to undertake. It's actually a lot of fun for me, and it kind of accomplishes something I've been wanting to do actually my whole life. And what I'm doing is I'm making junk journals. If you've never seen a junk journal, there's a bunch of YouTubes on, and they're just a lot of fun. And I'm making 66 of these because I'm incorporating for this series, so to speak, for this set of journals, are all going to be a book of the Bible. Some I may actually have to make more if they get too thick. But this one's going to be on the book of Exodus. And it's going to be neat to see how these progress too. Now, this is the cover. And you may have seen my one for the book of Genesis. But I got a little glue right there. I've got to kind of take that, figure out how I'm going to get that off. But basically I just used some clip art, old cards, fabric, and this sticker with some owls. And I put Exodus on the front. This is an old book cover. I took out the innards. You just kind of cut it out with like a little razor knife and take out the book and pull it out, and then you can use the cover and make a new creation. It's a great way to recycle old books. I just have some, like an old flag here that I had, and I like cats, so I put a little kitty in there with a ribbon, some fabric. And these don't have to be perfect by any means of the word, and they're pretty much a free-for-all creation. You can do the whole thing in fabric, you can sew, you can embroider, you can do whatever you want. So then I have here an owl again, just a little polka dot thing. These are actually some stickers. And here I want this section to be like Exodus 1 to whatever. And what I'm doing is I would open this up, and underneath this ribbon I'll have my notes, which will be like regular notebook paper that I'll have a ribbon together to keep them underneath here and together. And then each little folder will have like a portion of Exodus in it. And then this is just another piece of fabric. And then if I close it, this is gold ribbon I put on the end. This is more fabric. There's a little sparkly on here, which I like. And it's being held together by a ribbon. Now when it's all done, I can just take some glue. I can use tacky glue, Elmer's glue, whatever kind of glue to put the binding in it. It's interesting too because my dad used to be a printer. And you can just pretty much take almost like Elmer's glue is pretty much the glue that they have for like notebooks and things like that. So I'll just stick these all together and glue them in fast at the very end, so it'll actually be like stuck in the book. But along with that, they're all going to be tied with ribbons, so there'll be a bunch of ribbons on the outside. It's just for fun to kind of keep my notes together. And that's what I'm doing. It's a fun hobby. If you've never junk journaled, some people make them on all kinds of things. Eventually I'd like to do a crochet one for all my patterns, my knitting one, just all kinds of little junk journals. And these are nice because you can actually leave them to your children for a legacy too as well. But this one, like I said, I've just, having some fun with it. And I just kind of use what I have. I don't necessarily go to the store and buy a bunch of stuff to do my junk journals. I just kind of use what I have, and I think it's fun. And you can do one on, like, say, 2020 my memories, and you can put like movie stub tickets and theater tickets, and if you go to a water park, I mean, all kinds of things. You can put pictures in them. It's like pretty much you decide what you want to do with them. And I love it. It's a hobby that can kind of evolve, so to speak, because you can keep getting better at it and make them more beautiful. As you can see, I'm kind of at the beginning. I like my Genesis one a little bit better because I think I use more, well, I know I use more fabric on the cover, but this is just going to be this one. They can all be a little different, and they can all just have, they're all their own little things in them. So if you haven't started this hobby, you might want to look into it. It's a lot of fun. You can even do one just for Christmas, A little bit like scrapbooking, but a little bit more relaxed, I should say. It doesn't, it's like I said, it's junk journal. It's just fun. It's a free for all, but it's, like I said, you can get as creative as you want to be. So, anyway, this is Ruthie Popel with the Popel Backyard Farm, and remember,